Today we're going to go over a new snowblower. I just picked this up this morning. It's a Troy-Bilt Storm 2410, 24-inch, 2-stage. Pretty nice machine. I was using this little guy, and it was causing me some problems. Never really made things easier. So according to our weather, we're supposed to get multiple inches tonight, like 6 inches, possibly even more. And so I wanted to upgrade and figure now's the time. So the reason I picked this one, it was fairly inexpensive compared to some other ones. 24 inches wide is all I need. I wanted 2-stage instead of a 1-stage, and it kind of has some cool features. It comes with this thing here, which is to clear out your paddle. You know, if this thing gets all stuck, you can use that to clean that. Nice engine, Troy-Bilt engine. And the cool thing is the electric start, and we'll kind of go over this a little more later, but you just plug an extension cord in here, press the starter button, it starts right up. You know, or you can do the coil spring. So looking at it from behind, left pedal turns on the auger, the right pedal turns on the speed. It does have 6 speeds for forward and 2 speeds for reverse. And if it's sitting there idle, you can easily pick it up and just give it a good push. You know, standard stuff, your choke, your primer, bulb, start, you know, the key to start it, and your throttle. And then the auger, so from back here, instead of having to go up and turn your auger, there's this little latch here. You just rotate it, turn it one way, rotate it, go the other way. And then to adjust this guy here, you just loosen this up, and then you move it back and forth, and you can tighten it back up. So I just got it today. I just started up once just to see how it went. First thing I did though was check the oil, make sure it was full. You never know, you know, the guys in the stores putting the stuff together. I always like to double check all that stuff. The one thing I did do was adjust the skid. It's called like the skid plate. And what you want is to have a little bit of a gap between the bottom of that red metal and the concrete floor. Especially if you have a gravel driveway, you can use these, and you loosen these up and you lift it up, and this will raise this up above your gravel. So if you're using it on gravel, be extremely careful, but it is possible. Just raise those up. I did mine so they're a little over 1/4 of an inch high. My drive is a little uneven, some cracks and stuff, so just wanted to be safe. It does come with a couple extra shear pins as well, so if you do get, you know, had all sticks, or you know, even newspapers are pretty bad in there, there's some shear pins that you can kind of see in here. Can't really rotate this by hand, but it's these pins here. They have a little cotter pin on the bottom that you pull that out. Well, if it's broken, you don't have to, but pull that out, lift that up, and this will go free. So you don't have to worry about breaking your machine, because that shear pin will break. So with that, I'm going to go over how to start this thing and how to operate it. So my preferred option, how I'm planning on starting it, majority of the time, is use the electric start. So plug it into the wall, turn the extension cord over to here, and you simply plug it in. Which, after you're done using the machine, you do want to go over and make sure that's cleaned out, just to avoid any rust or any issues with that. So with that plugged in, come over. If you haven't started it, you're going to want it on full choke. You hit the primer bulb a couple times, and make sure your throttle is on fast. Push your key all the way in, then you come over here to your button. So I'm sure you couldn't hear me, so just to go over the steps. So I had it on full choke here, had all that stuff set, and then I hit the button. Once it started, once it gets going, you turn it to half choke and wait for it to warm up a little more, and then once it sounds like it's somewhat smooth, then go all the way to where your choke is off and it's just on run. And when you want to stop it, you just pull that key. So right there it's on, right there it turns it off. Now, if you don't want to use the electric starter, you're in a spot where you can't, or your machine doesn't come with it because you get a different one, turn that on. All the steps are basically the same. So that's on. Our key is pushed in. You know, it was already primed and started, so then you can just come over. It's off. So overall, you know, I'm excited to try this thing. I'm excited for some snow to come in and give it a whirl and justify the expense to my wife. And then, you know, at the end of the season, I'll drain the gas tank. Beginning of next season, I'll change the oil. Just make sure you read your manuals to get the right stuff. But overall, I mean, this thing's working great. You saw it started up on one pole. Yeah, I'm excited for this thing. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. If I get a video of me doing this, then I'll post that as well. I'm glad to be done with that one there. I'll put a link to where I got it and where you can get it. And like I said, if you have any questions, throw it in the comments and I'll get back to you. And so this is just kind of a review of a snowblower, the Troy-Bilt Storm 2410. And if you like this review, please hit subscribe, hit like, and please to watch the next one.